Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to this week's reading of What Are They Thinking About You? So hopefully you have someone in mind about whom you're curious, and once you know that, just close your eyes, use your intuition, focus on all these piles, and you can select which one pulls you in more. That one has obviously the message for you. I have not shuffled the tarot, astrology and rune cards, so I'll be doing that on screen. And yeah, as usual, we have 4 piles. This is pile 1 with the orange heart, pile 2 with the green heart, purple or lilac colored heart as pile 3, and the blue as pile 4. So whenever you're ready, click on the timestamps and we'll get started with your reading. Hi pile 1, you chose the orange heart and these oracle cards. Let's see what they are thinking about you. I hope you kept someone in mind while you chose your deck. Let's start. I will be shuffling on screen, so please be patient. What are they thinking about pile 1, please? Can I have one card? One by one cards, please. What are they thinking about pile 1? We have 1. Oops, we have another one. The 7 of Pentacles, okay. Let's ask for a few more. What are they thinking about? Okay. We have the Moon. What are they thinking about pile 1, please? Okay. Oops, I have 2 over here. Okay. Temperance and 2 of Swords. And the first card we have is the 4 of Swords. Okay. Okay. Cool. We will ask for some clarifiers. Can you clarify 4 of Swords, please? What are they thinking about pile 1? 2 cards. Can you explain the 7 of Pentacles, please? What are they thinking about pile 1? Can you explain the 7 of Pentacles? What is that about? What is the 7 of Pentacles about, please? What is the 7 of Pentacles about? Can you go on the card? One card for 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 1 card for the Moon. Why is the Moon there? What is that about? Wow. Okay. Wow. What has happened? There's a really big change, because of which they don't really know how to feel. They're taking their time. They're kind of healing themselves. That's what I'm getting right now. They don't know what's what. They're really confused, but at the same time, it's kind of like they're trying to explain something to themselves, but at the same time, they're being pulled in opposite directions. So this is what I need, but what I need is not what I want. That kind of thing. So the needs and wants are opposites. Their emotional needs and their physical needs are different. That type of thing. Okay, so they're really confused, and there are a lot of things that they don't really know, and they're taking some time to heal from whatever connection you had. It looks like something recently happened, and yeah, they're not really. They're trying not to think about anything. Actually, they don't really know what's happening, so they're just kind of going about their day, and they're doing their own thing. They're trying to rest and nurture themselves back to normal. If you guys are not really, if you guys, okay, I don't know, it's kind of okay. Obviously these are different scenarios, but for the people who have not been together, but you kind of had something going on, it's like they don't really know what's going on in your mind, therefore they are not really sure about how they are, you know? I'm not sure if I'm making sense at the moment, but it's really like they're very confused. They don't want to talk about things. They keep a lot to themselves, and very reserved, very introverted, and kind of like shove down the feelings, that kind of thing, okay? So even if they like you, they have not discussed it with you, or they act like they do, like, you know, those people who kind of like come, flirt, and then go away the next second. It's kind of like that. And out of, if the other person is, for example, you, if you're like getting a little bit more touchy-feely about things, like talking about emotions and things like that, and they become uncomfortable, instead of saying, hey, you know, I would prefer not to talk about this, I'm not really comfortable with this, they instantly kind of shut off, and they become instantly defensive. So the liking part of their mind kind of is pushed down by the fears that they have. Whether they realize these fears or not, that obviously varies person to person, but most of the fears that they do have, they don't know, and they have repressed it or suppressed it somehow, okay? They avoid trying to think. And if they have more like, what do you say, some, you know, affections for you physically, even that they try to suppress. It looks like that. And if you guys had been in communication, then yeah, something happened and they're kind of really fearful of what had happened, so they're trying not to do anything about it. They're just like, yeah, whatever, yeah, nothing happened, everything's fine, I'm just gonna tend to my garden, I'm just gonna sleep, yeah, whatever, I don't want to address any issues. Basically that kind of vibe. Okay. Okay. Let's see the Temperance and Two of Swords. Can you explain the Temperance and Two of Swords, please? What is that about? They do have emotions, okay? They really do, and they know that they do, and but I don't know, they're kind of running away from feeling. It's kind of like that. Okay, Temperance, Two of Swords. Can you explain, please? One more card. One card to explain Temperance and Two of Swords. For some of you, it's like they're really slow. So you could be wondering, okay, what's going on? What are they thinking? What's in their mind? But they're really patient in the way that they're not very ready to disclose their emotions all out already. So they want to take some time, build the connection slowly, one brick at a time, and have this bond with you first, instead of go into something head on. There are blocks, there are fears that play into this behavior of theirs. They don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. They don't want to, you know, like express themselves and make themselves vulnerable and then get hurt sometime. You know, they have fears about breaking up if you guys get together. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles for the Temperance and Two of Swords. This is crazy because Two of Pentacles is about balancing two different major aspects of your life. Temperance is about blending the two different aspects around your life, so like the male and the female energies, your emotions and your physical self. And the Two of Swords is being pulled in opposite directions, right? That's crazy. Okay, we'll open these cards here. We have Three of Swords and the Lovers. Okay. Okay, so you guys have been together and you're not now. And we have the Queen of Cups here. So this would resonate for many, many, many of you. I have no idea what happened. It seems a little bit circumstantial that this had to end. So they're kind of taking some time off, and it might have been very much in the heat of the moment. So you got into a really big argument, and it was just not okay. Okay, it's just not cool. But that kind of caused this breakup. Okay, or separation. Okay, if you're not actually officially together, then yeah, you're just separated because of some disagreements over there. Yeah, and they're kind of healing from this break because they seem to like you, but they're trying not to think about you. Okay? Yes, again with the Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, like I was saying, they're kind of taking time to reconnect with their emotions. They're taking everything very slow. They're being patient. It's kind of like if it's meant to be, it will be. So there is this emotional bond, but there is an inactivity. Okay, they don't want to think about it at all at the moment because they have to make themselves fine at least a little bit first. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Moon on the Tower, really big fear because we have major arcanas, big fear around, the breakup or the miscommunication or whatever the struggle was. And the kind of, I feel this overwhelming thing going on in their head, okay? It's kind of like, hang on, let me put this into words. The reason you guys went through this struggle, they blame themselves, but they don't blame themselves. They know why things are happening the way they are, to some extent, but they don't want to face it. They don't want to address it. They don't want to go to the roots of the problem to solve it. They just get annoyed, frustrated at, not really frustrated, they kind of try to make it go away. Okay, but to make it go away, you need to first face it, and that's not what they're doing. Okay? For example, if there was some insecurities like extra possessiveness and jealousy, things like that, which caused this struggle, then they know that the reason behind it. For example, in my past, yes, I have been deceived, and yeah, it had been this person's best friend or whatever, and I was not possessive, but then there was a betrayal, therefore I became possessive. Okay, that's a small example, but it can even go back to like parenting styles and things like that, right? So they know the reason, but they feel like they can't do anything about it, and they are mad at themselves for letting this happen again, or that it is their fault to a very big extent. And they also hate that it's just, why did it not work? Why did it not move forward? Okay, but the moment they get this thought, they kind of push it away. Okay, it's like, no, I don't want to think about this, I don't want to talk about this, no, just go away. So even if they like you, and they seem like they like you, but it's, yeah, and you guys might have had quite a connection, because the Lovers card, soulmates, twin flame, that kind of card. It was quite romantic. Could have been kind of lusty thing as well for some of you, but not necessarily. It's very like you have the physical connection as well as the emotional things going on, right? Because if you don't have the emotional things, you won't feel this much pain, right? So yeah, even if all of that was fine, there was this one core issue that was never solved, and that kind of kept adding on. It kept piling on, and everything kind of just fell apart at some point. Okay, so even now they don't want to address it. They are being constantly, that explains the opposition. Okay, they had something else in the back of their mind, and they're also pissed at themselves, so they don't really want to face anything. They want to have things going on. You can't have the same issues as you did before and expect a different result now, right? That doesn't work that way. You can't keep thinking, okay, I'm going to self-sabotage myself, but the next person that comes into my life is just going to be it. You can't expect that long-term commitment when you're trying to destroy it all the time. They're really opposing forces, and that's kind of what's happening. They want to have both things. They want to be in harmony, but they're being really chaotic in their own mind. They're very conflicted. Okay, let's see a little bit more about the Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Lovers. Can I have an astrological implication of that? What are the effects that are really, which area is this talking about? Some astrological concepts. Okay. We have Ascendant, which is social personality, first impression, and public mask. Okay. And Jupiter, which is luck, growth, expansion, optimism, and understanding. So that was okay. So lack of understanding. There was this what you would expect is not really how it happened underneath. So they might come off as really confident and very sorted out and things like that, but when you really get into it, they're extremely hurt. They're like a lost puppy in a sense. Okay, and that's where the problem kind of happens. Like, I understood something different and I expected things to move in a very different way than it actually did. I did not know you had so many unresolved issues. That's kind of the dialogue that I'm getting from you. Okay, now we have Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Can you give me an astrological card for that? Which sector of life is that? What are they thinking? But that one card for them. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Okay, we have Chiron, which is deep insecurity, spiritual strength, and rebirth cycles. Yes. So, yeah, they're being... yeah, I've already explained this quite a few times, but they're really insecure. They want to be patient and deal with them first before making any other moves as a relationship person. This is something that has been a little bit recurring in their life. This issue is not the first time that it is playing out, but it is probably the first time that they will try to make something change, but not yet. They're really slow about this, but that's okay, because yeah, I mean, take your time, right? As long as you can be okay, that's fine. Okay, we have the Moon and the Tower. Can you explain that, please? Can you explain that a little bit more? Okay, we have Aquarius, which is a fixed sign. Yeah, the fixed, stubborn, that's what I get. They're very stubborn about not addressing the problems, and they kind of keep falling from this tower. They think they're doing better, they think they're rebuilding, but there's the Moon, which is kind of like, no thanks, I don't want to see this. Okay, and I see a lot of conflicts everywhere. Okay, Aquarius, very open-minded, always ready to listen, open-minded not in the way that they will just take on other people's opinions, but that they will listen and then they will decide whether it is okay for them or not to accept that opinion. Okay, so that requires some amount of expansion in the mindset, and so they're trying to keep their mind open, they're trying to find a solution, they're trying to face it, but at the same time they're not. Okay, so in this case, they're kind of temperamental. Okay, I get it. Okay, so they don't try to face their problems. Okay, so that means that it kind of keeps piling up under the water, under the layers. That just keeps building on, and then all of a sudden they have this, this blast kind of. It's just like, okay, you know what? Just go. That kind of thing. Okay, so that makes them a little bit more temperamental. For example, you keep putting something on the table where they don't like it. Very small example, but still, like, keep something somewhere that they don't like. They won't say anything the first time, not the second time, not the third time, ever. They won't say it ever. And then all of a sudden on the 10th day, it's like, okay, can you do anything right? Why do you have to keep it here? Can't you just keep it over there? Isn't that obvious? Isn't that logical? And the other person's like, wait, what happened? Why? You could have just told me that this bothers you so much. Okay, so it's kind of like that. And they're running away from emotions. Yeah, that is like a very, very prevalent thing going on over here. Very conflicted in their mind, which is not allowing their own heart to express themselves. They've closed off their heart. You can see that the Three of Swords is kind of stitched back together, a broken heart. And the Four of Swords is trying to mend the heart, okay? But the heartbreak is so much bigger. Not just because of whatever happened in the immediate past, but even before that. Like I said, it feels very recurring. Whatever the case is, they're kind of trying to put one more patch on the heart and be like, yeah, you see, it's okay now, but it's not okay. They're not really facing it completely. They're running away, but at the same time they want to deal with it, but they don't want to deal with it. Okay. Can you explain the Temperance, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles? What's happening there? Temperance, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Okay. We have Sagittarius, okay, which is a mutable sign. Cool. Like, mutable is like looking at both sides, and then we have two sides all over the place here. It's crazy. Okay. Again, with Sagittarius, on one side they don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but at the same time they keep overpromising. The fake it till you make it, that kind of principle basically they're functioning on, and that does not work with love, right? So I don't know what they're thinking, but this is a result of not thinking anything clearly, honestly, okay? Like, you think halfway and then you abandon the thought and you're like, okay, anyway, I don't want to deal with this now, that kind of thing. And that's not how it works, but, well, yeah, that's what they're up to, that's what they're thinking. Oh, it is about you, though. It is about you as well. And also the patterns. It's kind of like you are the latest proof that, well, something's wrong. Clearly, So, don't give them time. If you're like waiting for them, give them time. But, yeah. Okay. Can you tell me what is the future for pile 1 with this person? Future for pile 1 with this person. We have energy, work, sex, land, balance, and grounded by Ingus. Okay. And we have Othello, which is goddess, home, property, legacy, moon, and permanence. Okay, we have moon twice. So that's emphasized. Moon talks about your subconscious fears, the things that you don't know, kind of kept undercover, things like that. But it does look like you have an energetic exchange. You have built something, many of you had built something, and it kind of feels like a rug pulled from under your feet, like what happened. But there is a scope for in the future. I don't think it is an immediate future, but yeah, they have to do quite a bit of work on themselves before anything can happen with the two of you. But whenever it does, it'll be balanced, so they will work on it. Give them time, okay? They will work on things, and it will be back to, the Lover's card. That can totally happen, but with a more balanced perspective. So this mood swinginess, this internal conflict thing, it's just not going to be there. And yeah, you will feel more comfortable than ever. It's like, you become stronger through conflicts. If you can make it out of that, however bumpy it gets, if you can make it out of that, things are just stronger then, right? So we have some initials for you, them, significant places, dates, things like that, quite a few letters. We have N, C, R, M, J, and F. Okay. And RC. Sometimes the letters can say some things, but yeah, in this case it looks more like initial, like your first date location, even some dates, I don't know. Can be junior something as well. But I mean, yeah, that's up to you. Okay, let's see some of your keywords. So we have communicate. Yes, so they would like to communicate, but they don't want to communicate. It's kind of a weird thing, okay? That was, could have been a miscommunication, which is why you guys are not in contact. Read. Okay. I should try to learn about some things. Perhaps you are more in the texting area. We have summer. Okay, you guys could have met in summer. Something might happen during summer. And also, what else? Like, they think about the good times. They keep the good times in mind. And they beat themselves up a lot on the not so nice things. Okay. Then we have ground, which is twice because we have grounded here. So that's twice. It's kind of like finding stability, because, I mean, take this as an opportunity, okay? It was built on not so strong foundations, and now they have the chance to rebuild their foundation, make it strong this time, make it rooted this time, and whether you guys get together in the future or not, or whatever happens with you guys, at least it is stable. At least it is grounded and balanced in a way. Okay? Then we have the final keyword. What is it? We have practice. So practice communication, practice reading, practice grounding. So kind of like a lot of things to do. This was a lesson, and you need to learn from it. You need to practice whatever you get from it, basically. It's not like just because you have this aha moment, it's over and done and dusted, right? You kind of have to establish that within you. So if you're insecure about something, if they are insecure about something, they find out the root, they kind of resolve it, and then they have to make sure that they don't repeat the same thing, right? So that counts as practicing. So miscommunication, perhaps if that was the reason for your separation, then like practice communicating clearly. So understand the pitfalls. Where did it go wrong, and why did it go wrong? And once you know all these reasons, then like it just gets much better in the future then for any relationship, right? This was a general thing, but yeah, in your case as well, if it was a miscommunication, then you can communicate much clearer later if you guys decide to get together. It's for both of you to choose, right? Okay, we have some statements from them. We have delicious. Ooh, okay. You had some things going on there. You had a nice physical connection. They find you attractive. They think you're still attractive, obviously. Oh, and we have, do you like me? Okay, so it's kind of like, do you still like me? Are you still there? Would you still like me when I am this messed up? That kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want you to be with someone who's messed up, but do you still like me? That kind of thing. They have conflicts, okay? Very straightforward. That's it. They have some internal conflicts going on. They need to sort those out. They need to do that. So I hope they are. They look like they're struggling a little bit, but there is hope, okay, that they will try to resolve these problems. So some oracle cards for you to keep in mind about this connection that you're asking about over here. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Yes. So since you guys are very deeply connected to one another, energetically at least, you can heal yourself in order to help them heal themselves. That's something that happens, okay? It's like the moods that you're going through, the feelings that you're feeling, because you're connected, they can feel some of their vibration. So if you're in a higher vibe and that, we have problems, but you know what, we just fix them and you move forward from them, right? You don't need to hold on to them all the time. So if you vibrate in that frequency, they'll feel more competent as compared to now to resolve their problems. Okay, that's just a suggestion, but you can use these as an affirmation. This might resonate with you differently, so yeah, use it as you wish. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Yeah. Yeah. This is, yeah. Obviously, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. So, again, I would say that use that energetic connection that you have if you're very determined to have them in your life. Um, and help them find the faith in themselves by first finding the faith in yourself. Okay, so just be, don't be afraid. Okay, because fear then cages them. If you become fearful about, oh my god, what's going to happen, and will we ever get together, and what are they thinking, and what is going on in their head, etc., etc. If you become more chaotic, if you become more fearful, then they feel the same energies as well. They feel just as desperate, and for them it is very harmful because they already are in that energy, right? So when you're just like, you know what, if they're meant for me, they will come back. If not, it was never meant to be. That's completely fine. I will find, my happiness. I'm fine by myself and things like that. Then you feel more free and you're not afraid anymore. It's like you wish for the best. That's it, right? You are finding happiness in the things that you enjoy, and that's it. You don't need so much complication in your life. That's simply that. You were quite influential in their life. Looks like it was an important connection to them. That's why they're beating themselves up even more. Looks like. Okay. Yes, so that is what I'm getting for you, Pile 1. I hope this resonated and I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to click on the like button. Do share with your friends, family, and whoever you think can benefit from this reading. It would really help me out and also them. You can comment down below your experience and your thoughts on this video, of course. I would love to read them. I always read the comments, and subscribe to my channel. If you would like a free reading, you can contact me on Instagram. My ID is Ethernal_Realms. You can find it in the description box as well. You can check out my other videos. I make love readings and non-love readings, both. I usually alternate them now, so you can check those out if you want. I will see you again next time. Bye. Hi Pal 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the green heart and these oracle cards. Let's find out what they are thinking about you. I hope you selected a person that you want to know about. And I will be shuffling on screen, so please be patient. Okay, what are they thinking about, Pile 2? What are they thinking about, Pile 2? Cards. Please, what are they thinking about? Okay. So we're thinking about Pile 2. So we're thinking about Pile 2. So we have the Judgment, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Eight of Cups. Okay, let's clarify all of these, then we'll start reading. Can you explain the Judgment, please? What is that about? What are they thinking about Pile 2? There's Knight of Swords for that. Can you explain the Knight of Wands? Can you explain the Knight of Wands, please? What is that talking about? Knight of Wands. Okay, we have the Empress. Wow, okay. Queen of Swords. Can you explain that? They're really passionate about you and they really love you so much. Okay, until now that's what I'm getting, but I'm wondering about the Eight of Cups actually. The Queen of Swords. Let's see. Okay, explain the Queen of Swords, please. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles, I think you're really independent, very holding your own, your own person. They really respect that. They see you as practical and logical, but at the same time, that is what, that's their thing. Okay, they really like that. They really like that. Okay. I would say goal-oriented as well, but at the same time, you know how to let loose and have fun. That's what they're thinking. They think of you that you could be a really wonderful parent in the future. If you're a female, then yeah, as a mother. The Empress is a very motherly card, so that could be for some of you if you're interested in having children. Then, can you explain the Eight of Cups, please? Explain the Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. Explain the Eight of Cups, please. Okay. So I'm gonna take this one. This fell separately. I have the moon. Okay, even pile one got the moon, but different location. Anyway, so okay, so they're starting to get serious about, well, what do they actually need from a partner, from a relationship, and they're listening to their spirit or soul on this one. They're really like seriously asking, okay, what is it that I need? And it's about time to stop messing around if they have been, but even if not, like, it's time to think about these things, that kind of thing. It looks like you have created an impression on them. They are thinking about you, but they don't want it to be something very flighty, and for that, they kind of have to think about what is it that is a priority for them, what exactly are they looking for, and things like that, right? And only after they know, it's like judgment is kind of a consultation time. They're kind of thinking, okay, what is it? Tell me, the higher source, tell me, my soul, tell me what is it that will make me feel free and make me feel like I'm flying, things like that. And once they know that, for example, commitment, honesty, integrity, etc., are the things that are key to any partnership that they have, that's the time that they can make a move. Okay, so it's kind of like, yeah, the Knight of Swords is moving and moving fast, but what are you moving towards, right? So they want to move towards something that is very true to themselves, that is true to a very deeper part of themselves, okay? That does not exclude passion. Obviously, there is passion, but it's not just that with the Empress over here. Like I said, very nurturing, very loving, very caring, giving, sharing. It's kind of like it's a very well-balanced, loving card, okay? Really. So, and the Knight of Wands is very spontaneous, passionate, fun-loving, etc. So that's what they're thinking. Okay, we have fun, and I think it can be really passionate and we'll have a lot of spontaneous, awesome moments. And at the same time, this person, that is you, are very honest, straightforward, you have integrity, and you're not afraid to state your opinion, and you say it very confidently because you know what's what. Okay, so they see you as the sorted person. They think you are independent. Because of this independent person that you are, you also have independence in other areas of life, like you speak clearly, you think clearly, and you have a clear goal. And this is basically the motivation why they are right now. This is a really big thing because it's a major arcana, right? So they're actively thinking about, okay, am I deserving of this person? Am I going to be enough? Or, like, how will our relationship be, and what is the future of that? Is it because they don't seem to be wanting just a one-time thing, or like date for a while and then be like, yeah, okay, I'm bored, bye. Okay, it does not seem like that. So before making any sort of a commitment, obviously they need to really think about it, and it's a wonderful thing that they are. Okay. Yes, they care about you, they love your personality, and they look up to you in a way because they see you as this empress, you know, you're just really like up there and doing your thing, being yourself, and that's very inspiring. Okay, they want to leave behind all sorts of anxiety, confusion, fears, etc., etc., everything that holds them back into making a fulfilling relationship. Okay, so this combined with this kind of, I don't know why, this is kind of like what they are really thinking about you, and these are kind of what they are thinking about the other things surrounding you, like what is a relationship, who am I, what am I contributing, how are they going to be like, what is stopping me, what is stopping them, and things like that. Okay, so because they can't read your mind, they're obviously thinking for their side of things. So if they are feeling like, oh, they're so amazing and just like, wow, out of league and things like that, they still want you, they still love the person that you are, and for that reason they have the motivation to heal the past wounds and discover other aspects of themselves that may not help with this. For example, if you have like miscommunication, if they know that they have this miscommunication thing, and meanwhile you're so eloquent, okay, you can just say how you feel and what you feel just straight up, okay, and if they have trouble expressing themselves, they'll work on it first, okay, they'll think about it, keep it in mind. It does not seem like a very time-taking thing, because yeah, Knight of Swords very fast moving. It's like once they know the problem, they're just gonna go for it, solve it, done, next. Okay, so they look determined, they seem very determined, but they're not acting rashly. That's perfect. Yes, so they will leave behind everything about them that does not work, and it's not like just a one-shot thing, right? You can't just, before getting together, okay, I will fix everything, I'm perfect now, let's go. It's not like that. It's a process, right? So they will leave behind the things that they know will not benefit them in the near future of your relationship, and they will walk towards this new beginning of you guys, okay? So they seem to be making steady progress. They're looking at their emotions, they're looking at their own needs as well. They're appreciating you, and they're determined to make something happen there. That's perfect. Okay, let's do a little bit of astrology over here. We can explain the Judgment and the Knight of Swords. Please, can you explain that a little bit more? Not so many cards, one or two. Judgment and Knight of Swords. Please, can you explain that? Whoops. Again, too many cards. Hang on. It's chaos. Okay. Judgment and Knight of Swords. Can you explain that, please? What area of life are they thinking about? What is this? What area is this affecting? What are their thoughts? What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Okay. We have Capricorn, which is a cardinal sign. Cardinal, again, action takers. And Capricorn, earth sign, very steady, very determined, like I was saying, right? And they want something that lasts. The Capricorns don't like to invest their time, energy, money, any sort of resource into something that will not last, okay? They don't mind putting in the effort. They don't mind it at all, but it has to be worth it, you know? So that's what they're kind of like, yeah, going for it is not a problem, but I have to make sure that we can go the mile, that kind of thing, okay? They're very steady, they're very earthy. Earthy is, again, like very grounded, rooted, practical, logical. They think clearly. Just because they're passionate about someone, just because they're very attached to someone, does not deter their thinking capacity, okay? When they think, they're going to be honest with themselves, especially with the Judgment there. It's like you cannot escape from yourself, right? However much you run away from you, it's still you, and you know what's up, right? So that's kind of the thing there. Okay, you're thinking about something solid, long-term. That's awesome. Okay, Knight of Wands and the Empress. Can you explain that, please? Knight of Wands and the Empress. What is this about? Knight of Wands and the Empress. Can you explain that? Okay. We have Taurus, which is a fixed sign. Okay. A lot of shadows. Anyway, I told you, it is Taurus. Okay, fixed sign, they are very, very dead set that you are perfect. Okay. They see you as being very steady yourself. Again, very determined. They think you are very opinionated, and that's a wonderful thing according to them. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, you have sorted out your what do you say, like your job or studies or money, occupation in general. You know what you want, you know where you want to be headed, and you make very constructive plans, but at the same time you're not rigid. That's what they are really thinking. Am I missing something? Reliable, responsible, but not overly, because we have Knight of Wands. You know how to have fun as well. Yeah, that's what they think. Nice. Okay, so explain the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, please. Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. Now one card for Queen of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. What's they talking about? Okay, we have Cancer, which is a cardinal sign. You even are emotionally independent. Okay, it's kind of like that. You know your emotions, you know what you're feeling, you know what you're thinking, and you know how to help yourself, you know how to take care of yourself, and through that you know how to take care of others as well. Okay, you don't take nonsense into your life, and that's absolutely perfect. Okay, again, action taking. So if something is off in your life, you take steps to rectify that. Okay, so if someone is kind of depleting your energy all the time, you're just gonna say, hey, listen, I don't have time for this, I have things to do. Okay, so you're not gonna care about the wrong people, and that's very admirable according to them. Yes, that's what it is. Water sign, you know, you can feel, and we have a lot of water here as well with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you don't waste your energy. Okay, Eight of Cups and the Moon, can you explain that please? Eight of Cups and the Moon. We have the 12th house, which deals with, well, the spiritual side of things. It also includes afterlife, contact with your intuition, spirit guides, angels, things like that. There's also subconscious things going on in the 12th house, that is the moon as well. It's kind of like the dream state. Okay, when you're dreaming, whatever comes in with the messages that come through and the connection that you have. Some people only see the daily life being repeated in their dreams. Meanwhile, many people are able to see something more meaningful and constructive, symbolically, but still, in their dreams. So that's governed by the 12th house. And we have Mercury, communication, mind, intellect, reason, and language. So if you guys have a strong connection and you are more oriented spiritually, then you guys have been communicating in your dreams, whether you're aware of it or not. You are energetically connected, and they know it. Judgment is very soulful, right? So they also know that there is a soulful connection that they want to. It's much deeper than simply, okay, let's get together, be together, make it last and die. Okay, it's a lot more for them, and all of this together is kind of like they want to create that spiritual connection that you already have, that energetic bond that you already have. You can notice that by surprisingly the things that are very much in common with you. Okay, and when you sync up with each other, like you say the same thing or you think the same thing at the same time, that kind of thing. That's how you can see how strong that energetic bond is. Okay, unspoken, unsaid words are also heard. Okay, those kind of things. So yeah, it's like everything that they have not faced, they want to kind of unearth. They want to find these things and remove the things that are not working. This is about the mind and intellect. For example, if it is about overthinking, then they will fix that in order for the spiritual bond to kind of carry forward. But more than that, it is kind of like they want to bring this connection that you already have into a complete tangible, rooted and really grounded kind of reality for both of you. Okay, they don't want something blah. Okay, and it is not something blah, so yeah, they're gonna do something about that. They're working on it. Communication. Yeah, oops. Language. It's like you have your own language. That's also what I'm getting, like when you're asleep. For example, both of you might see, I don't know, the same location. It can be as small as a spot on the tree, which you keep noticing when, and both of you can, even if it's like two separate dreams, you just see that one spot or something and you're like, hey, okay, this person is also having the same dream. Or it can be a butterfly, an ant, some animal, something, okay, which is kind of the dream language that is kind of this link between the two of you. This is, of course, if you're like oriented spiritually. Many people don't even remember their dreams, so that's fine. But yeah, you're more connected than you realize. That's basically the moral of the story, and they want to make that happen more tangibly in the physical world. Okay. What is the future for pile 2 with the person that they're asking about? We have birth, rebirth, health, and earth. Earth again, yes, so tangible things coming in, and there is a physical move gonna happen. They could ask you out on an actual date if they haven't already, and if you already are with this person, then obviously taking the further steps that you're ready for, whatever that means for you. But either way, it is the beginning of something new, or a new chapter. No, either way, yeah, beginning of something new. And health, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like there's nothing. It's going to be a really nice time, to say the least. Okay, now let's do your alphabets. These can be your initials, their initials, middle name, some important places that you've been to, important dates, things like that. Okay, so we have X. So these things that they're thinking about, it could be stemming from their ex as well. Like, I don't want to repeat what I did with that person, for example. You guys could have gone out at some point in the past, but, something else happened and all. But I don't see that in the cards here, but I mean, yeah, if that resonates for someone, then take it as it does. X is kind of uncommon to have as a name initial, so yeah, whatever that means. It can even be like a crossroads thing. You don't expect something to come, and then you're like, oh, I did not expect this option. Well, now that it's here, I have to think about it. That's also a thing. But anyway, we have M. We have B. K. I. Oh, did I say I? Sorry, D. I was holding I next. Okay, I. And A. Okay. I'm sorry, my mind just, goes here and there. Okay, hey. Okay, we'll do the statements that they have for you first. We have I feel you. So again, yeah, it's about that energetic bond that you guys share. They know that they feel you, and that's what they're thinking. Even when I'm alone, and even when I'm thinking of just random things, I can feel that you're there with me. That kind of thing. It's deeper. I kept repeating this throughout, okay? This is crazy, okay? It's just so much deeper than you know. Because if both of you are very logical, practical, things like that, then it's tough for the spiritual side to really take root in you. But whether you know it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, whatever it is, the connection is much deeper than you give it credit. Okay, Your keywords are see. Come on. Okay. See. We have energy. See the energy that you guys have. Kind of. Okay. Then, what else do we have? We have right. Okay. See, right. I take that as express it. Okay. Family, hello. I told you that they want something more serious and long lasting. They think you could be a good parent. I told you that in the beginning of the reading. You have heart. Oh, heart energy. This heart. Damn, they really. And you have appreciate. Wow. I love this. Okay, they really appreciate you, and they really appreciate your bond. They know that you are connected through your heart chakra. They can see this, they can feel this, and they want to do something about it, which is why the right is about expressing it. Oh, I feel so nice for you. But yeah, that's the yeah, these are your keywords, these are your letters, and yeah, that's it. Okay, let's do your oracle cards now. This is something that you need to know about their thoughts, about their connection, things like that. So we have, I choose love no matter what. Well, no surprise there. Okay, that's what they're thinking. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yes, so there's a lot about faith. They are keeping faith in the universe. They're giving kind of they're asking for a lot of help from the universe as well, right? So they are trusting the universe to guide them through their issues into making this relationship something much more solid than it is now. And they expect this balance to be there between you guys because they really appreciate you and they're really trying to be worth everything to you. Okay, it's so wonderful. If you get them, don't let them go. Okay. Just gonna say that. You're really, wow, really invested. Awesome. I don't think you will let them go though, because we have a family there. But yeah, anyway, yes, that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to click on the like button. Do share your comments with me. I would love to hear from you. If you would like a free personal reading, then you can contact me on my Instagram account. It is at Ethernal_Realms. It is in the description box, so you can check that out. Yeah, do subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a video. It is always weekly. I do alternate love readings and non-love readings, so you can check out the other videos that I've made as well if you're interested. But until next time, bye. Hi pal 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple heart. Come on. You chose the purple heart or the lilac heart, whatever you choose to call it. And these oracle cards. So we will get started. I will be shuffling on screen, so please be patient. Let's see what your person is thinking about you. What are they thinking about pile 3, please? No cards for pile 3. What are they thinking about pile 3? Okay. Two more cards, please. Two more cards. Okay. One more card. And we'll start. One more card, please. Whoops, that flew. Hang on, I'll go get it. Okay. So your first card is the 8 of Swords. Okay. Then we have the 7 of Swords. Then we have the King of Wands. Okay. And the Emperor. Okay. I will pull some clarifiers for each of them, and then we will get started, okay? So, yeah. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups clarifying the Eight of Swords. We have the Fool clarifying the Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay, we have Seven of Pentacles clarifying the King of Wands. Okay. And last one, let's clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. They like how you look. Okay. They think you're really pretty, beautiful, good fashion sense, things like that. But the problem is that they're not able to see much more beyond that. Okay, they're getting stuck in on the surface thing, because the Eight of Swords is kind of like, I can't see clearly. That's the kind of thing, okay? So they see you as abundant, they see you as quite beautiful, but seeing beyond that is a little bit of a challenge for them. It's like it's new territory for them almost, to think more deeply. That's weird. Okay, then the Seven of Swords and the Fool. Okay. They might be flirtatious. Okay, overall that's the vibe, because King of Wands, this, and the Seven of Swords, they might be flirtatious. Oh my god. Flirtatious. And they act kind of impulsively, randomly, so it's kind of not really stable. The way that they speak, the way that they behave, which can explain why you're here asking this question, choosing this pile, right? So yeah, they themselves are kind of, yeah, they want you. Okay, that's quite clear. They want you. But they also know that the way they have been going about things needs to be changed. So start afresh, new slate, let's begin again, because the last one did not work. Okay, that's basically the Emperor and this. The King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, that's very yellow. Okay, very yellow first of all. So that's very solar plexus, very fire energy, very Leo-esque. Okay, and can-do attitude, can do anything I want, that kind of thing. But there is this hold back also energy, so they want to be very possessive. Okay, they want you so much that it kind of becomes an obsession, but not on a deep level. Okay. Okay, they do want to start something new, but yeah, it's like they're not really sure what they're getting into. It's like, you know, those people who just randomly say that they love someone, but they don't really know what love means. It's kind of like that. Okay, so it's not that they don't believe that they know love, it's just that they don't know enough about love to really call it love. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. This is interesting because very opposing things. The Seven of Pentacles is very patient, very calm, and like kind of stays there watching the plant grow, starting from the roots and things like that. Meanwhile, the King of Wands is very forceful and kind of, if I want this, I want this, I want it, I want it, I want. it. Okay, so I must have it, that kind of thing. So it's always like they have a big desire and that they kind of feel like it's too much and they try to control it, which makes it explode even more, because we have the progression from I don't know what to do, and then you know what, maybe I'm just gonna try something, let me try being a little bit sneaky, you know, so like sly lines of flirtations and just you know, airy promises, things like that, and just yeah, we can start a relationship without really thinking what is a relationship. Okay, but you do have a very strong impact in their mind. Okay, so they do think about you in this, yeah, they do think about you, okay, quite a bit, which is why, yeah, they are, like I said, there's a progression of I don't know what to do. It is kind of like, oh my god, I like this person so much, to okay, let me try something, maybe they won't notice, or let me try something, let's see if that works. Okay, it's kind of nice, like a teenager kind of you know, I'm sorry if you're a teenager watching this, but yeah, it's like the love example that I gave before, but it's like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna try something, and if it doesn't work, oh well, okay, it did not work. But there's a lot more that goes into that. It's someone's feelings, it's someone's thoughts, and you cannot hurt them. But it's kind of like, oh, I'm stuck, oh, I want, oh, I like them. It's kind of like that. Okay, you are you, in the sense that I want you, but what you want is kind of not very well communicated. Okay, so it is their wants, their wishes, and I want you, I must have you, that kind of feeling. That's what I'm getting. And this conflict, again, it is speaking, it is expressed here in the Eight of Swords as well, so it is still like carrying forward. They want to have it, the feeling just went stronger as soon as they started talking to you, as soon as they got a little bit more close to you, they became even more like, oh, passionate, okay, in their heads. But then they try to curb it down. They're like, okay, let's, you know, so that it's like they know that they're capable of being very lusty, but they try to control it. But then they become the emperor, who's very boss man, you know, whether you're a guy or girl, whether they are a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter, because that is a boss attitude. And it's like, the world is mine and I own it. Okay, very, the ego comes into play here. Okay, so that with the Three of Swords, it's like I own, but at the same time I can't keep doing this, so they want to try something new, something different. It's very conflicted. It's very like, even they don't know what they're thinking about. They can't make up their own mind. It looks like that. But one thing is there, that they are attracted to you very much. Okay, they could be like watching you. Even this Seven of Swords is kind of like watching you without you knowing. So like spying on your social media and things like that. Okay. And in their oh yeah, they could be like super jealous of you talking to anyone else, and that jealousy, okay, so that jealousy also, they kind of try to control it, and control that can get out of hand really easily, right? So it hurts them. They want to be possessing you, but that's not how it works, and that's kind of like, ugh, you know, back to square one of Eight of Swords, that kind of thing. Okay, let's clarify a little bit more. I would need more details. Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups, can you explain that, please? Okay, we have Pisces, which is a mutable sign. Okay, yeah, it's about the feelings that they have. It's kind of very dreamy and, you know, all up in the air, that kind of thing. Just, they think of a fairy dreamland, which is according to their making, and it is not founded in reality. So that's strange. Okay. Okay, then Seven of Swords and the Fool. Can you explain that? I mean, I have met people like this, but yeah, it is how it is. Seven of Swords, the Fool. Can you explain that, please? Oh my god. Okay, Mercury, we have communication, mind, intellect, reason, and language. Okay, there's even rules like digital communications, like I was saying. They are kind of looking at you, even when you don't know, saying things. A lot of things have been said. It's kind of like that. But what they are actually thinking is very unclear to you. Well, it is to them as well. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. What does that mean? What does that mean? What's that one? But explain that to me, please. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Because it's conflicted. I'm curious what the astrology will be. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Way too many cards. Okay, we have Scorpio, which is fixed. It is transforming constantly. Okay. Scorpio again is kind of like there are under the table things, like there are many things that, for example, it's not a bad thing to have, right? Like when someone says something and they don't really mean it, Scorpio can really see what they actually mean, right? So that's wonderful. But if you take a turn to the dark side, you're hiding a lot of power, need for power, lust, greed, things like that, okay? And you kind of try to suppress that as well. And the fixed thing reminds, I was drawn to the staff over here. He's just holding on to it like this land is mine, this staff is mine, that kind of thing. It is me and me, myself, that kind of thing. So, yeah, again, that power thing is being, but they're trying to not be, in a way, but they're not really winning that. They wish to not be like that, but they are. They can't do anything about it at the moment. Okay, let's see the Emperor and the Three of Swords. Emperor and the Three of Swords, what is that talking about? Okay, we have Lilith, which is raw, primal, subconscious, and repressions. Yep. Not surprised. Then we have Taurus, which is a fixed sign. Okay. Taurus is someone who's responsible, reliable, things like that. So is the Emperor, very responsible, reliable, on top of everything, right? When Lilith is there, it's like okay. This whole possessiveness is even more enhanced, okay? They need their possessions, that control, they need the power. And they will do anything to get that pleasure. But they know that it is not true fulfillment. Okay? They know that. And they'll try to find... That explains the Three of Swords more, actually. They know that they're not truly happy, but they must have the stuff. Okay? Or that feel that they're in charge. That kind of thing. Wow. Okay. I don't really know what more to say, actually. Yeah, that's pretty the one message that I'm getting, mainly. Quite specific, is it? Okay, what is the future for Pile 3 with this person they're talking about? They're asking about Pile 3 with this person. What's the future? What's the future of Pile 3 with this person? Oh, okay. Then we have Awas, junction, endings, transformation, death, and rebirth. Okay, transformation, like I said, Scorpio. Scorpio's ruler is Pluto, which deals death and rebirth. Transformation, basically, it is kind of... It feels very much like up to you, because they are very flighty. They just have that... I've said it many times already. So they have that one thing in mind. even if it's not just sexually, it is just like very much all encompassing. Like, if you are with me, you are only with me. How it can borderline be, it will be, it looks like very much, it will be very much out of hand. As in, why are you talking to that person? Why didn't you tell me beforehand? And the extra overjealous kind of thing. That's the kind of person that they seem, and they have those thoughts. That's the thing, and they're trying to hold it back rather than face them, rather than solve them. That's what they are up to at the moment. But the good thing is they know that that's not the way to go, and they do want to have like a new clean slate, to not have the future based on this mentality. But it seems like more of a wishful thing rather than a concrete solution. Okay, we will take a look at the initials. This can be your initials, their initials, important dates, places, things like that. We have G, U. Okay, we have U again. I kept repeating U, right? So yeah, we have that. And we have P, O, and A. Okay. Now some of these notes that we have here. Okay. We have, I'll remember you. Like I said, you have created quite an impression in their minds, actually. They will remember you, even if you choose to not talk to them ever again, or you be with them, and whatever the future is, you've created quite an impact on their minds. And beautiful. So, like I said, they're really attracted to you, for sure. And we have, it's you. So we have you, and I've said you like a million times in this reading already. So yeah, it's you that they want. It's again very like a must-have you, that kind of feeling. Okay, now some of your keywords. We have speak. Okay, it's not about communication, but rather about speaking. Then we have connect. Then whatever, we have energy. Connect to the energy of what? Let's see the rest. We have home. Speak to your home. Hang on. And we have self-love. Okay, connect to the energy of self-love. Come home to yourself. First, trust yourself. It's kind of like that. They do want to connect with you. They do want to have something with you, but at the same time, it's because it's not. See, it's not communication. Okay, it's about speaking. So they want to talk. It's their thing again. Okay, and they love themselves, and self-love is very nice. But if you take it too far, it becomes narcissism, right? That's also there. So these words kind of have an advice as well as some idea about what they are thinking. I'm sorry I'm not very fluent for this one, because yeah, they are very conflicted, and I have to kind of jumble the pieces together for their thoughts, for their perspective. In general, it's kind of different. I have not seen this one before, but yeah, that's what and it could mean something else to you as well. Home, I don't know, you guys feel comfortable with each other maybe, but it doesn't work. And then it's kind of like a repeat of this possessiveness happens, and then they're wishy-washy, and then you're just like, okay, bye then. If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. And then they're like, no, but I must have you. That's also an example of these rebirth cycles that you guys have. So in the future, again, it is up to you whether you want to restart this, or do you want to finish it. Okay, because transformation in a relationship needs to happen both ways, right? You just can't keep growing and growing and they stay stagnant in their own place, and goes vice versa as well. So look at those things, really listen to your intuition and follow what feels right, okay, rather than what is available or comfortable, or, well, I've done this before, why not again, you know? Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle cards. These are some advice. They are some descriptions about your connection, about their thoughts, things like that. Let's see. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Yes, because they're very wishy-washy, so you might have a bad expectation from the other gender or the same gender, whatever, okay? Like the world that you're seeing, basically, the dating world or the love relationship arena. It's kind of like, okay, so everyone's flaky, or okay, so everyone makes promises they can't keep. Come on, there is no thing as stability, is just a myth for etc. I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because the ideas that you have about the world that you are in will change when you rely on things that are solid in you, and the certainty comes from within you rather than what rules or regulations say, or some book says, or someone else says. Okay, it is about you, what is absolutely certain for you. For example, you are determined to have someone who loves you for you, gives you the space, because you're your own person, you're an individual, and they should know that. It is not surprising news, right? When you're stubborn about that, like, it's not even about stubborn and rigid, it's just, hey, I'm an individual and I'm gonna live like it, and I respect you, so I expect the same thing in return. When you establish these concrete understandings, which are certainties, right? I'm certain that I want only pure love in my life. That's when you change the world that you are surrounded by. You expel these types of energies, right? But apart from this person, everywhere that is kind of not respecting you moves out, because you have changed your vibration, right? So that's a nice one. We have hope is the conduit for miracles. Okay, so if you're kind of expecting that, well, nothing can change, nothing will be ever different, and this is how it is, I'm just gonna keep continuing being on this cycle, and it won't ever be conclusive, and no one's better, everyone's just the same, etc., etc., then you're losing hope, you're losing faith, and it's kind of a follow-up of the previous card, right? So keep hope that anything is possible, okay? This is the universe we're talking about, right? We have the hope. We can speak to the universe, we can connect with the universe. That's the whole point of manifestation, and the whole point of, well, self-love, in fact, right? That's the whole point of energy. So if you give up on energy, how can energy responds to you? So it can't really bring anything towards you if you lose the connection with it. The final one, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. So listen to the intuition. Please listen to your intuition. You already know what to do. You already know their thoughts, that they are this way. You're kind of hoping that there is something deeper going on in there, that you're hoping against hope, okay? And that's the wrong place to keep your hope, okay? When you know that this is not going to work, it's not going to work. And if you still honestly, really honestly believe that this person can change, and that this person is trying, and that you can help them, if you're close to them, like friends or something, then yeah, sure, go ahead, okay? All I'm saying is trust your intuition. That's all. That's all, okay? If you are honest with yourself, it's completely fine, okay? It's your choice after that. Phew. Okay, so that's all I'm getting for you, pile 3. I hope this resonated, and I hope you enjoyed. do click on the like button if you did. Comment down below your thoughts. And subscribe to my channel. You can get a free reading from me. You can message me on Instagram. And yeah, I will be happy to help you out over there as well. My handle is Ethernal_Realms. It is in the description box, so you can check that out. But until next time, I will see you. Bye. Hi Pal 4, welcome to your reading. You chose this blue heart and these oracle cards. Let's find out what your person is thinking about you. I will be shuffling on screen, so please be a little bit patient. Let's see what they're thinking about you. What are they thinking about Pal 4, please? Okay. Thinking about Pal 4. What are they thinking about Pal 4, please? Okay, we have the 8 of Cups here. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Awesome. What is Pal 4 thinking? Pal 4's person, what are they thinking about Pal 4? One more card, please. One more card. This person, what are they thinking about? Okay, we have Justice. Okay. Nice. Okay, and this one here is the Emperor. Okay, they have strong feelings for you. Let's clarify these things. What is the Emperor talking about? Can you explain the Emperor, please? What is the Emperor talking about? Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor. We have the 2 of Wands, clarifying the Emperor. Can you explain the 8 of Cups? 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Okay. We have 8 of Pentacles, 8 and 8. Okay. Knight of Cups. Can you explain the Knight of Cups? Explain it a little bit, please. What more? Clarify the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Clarify Justice. Justice. We have the Fool. Okay. You know what? I'll do your astrology cards as well, and then I will start interpreting them. Okay, can you explain the Emperor and the 2 of Wands, please? What is this talking about? Which area of life is this? What is the astrological implication that is playing a part in the Emperor and 2 of Wands? Okay, we have Descendant, which is about shadow, denial, projections, and opposites attract. Okay. Put these cards lit up. Okay, now 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. What is that talking about? What area of life is that? What is the astrological implication? 8 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. Explain that to me, please. 8 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles, please. We have Chiron, which is deep insecurity, spiritual strength, and rebirth cycles. Alright, that is helping. Okay, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords. Can you explain what is that all about? Knight of Cups and Ten of Swords, what's that about? Okay, we have Pisces, which is a mutable sign. Okay. Justice and the Fool. Justice and the Fool. Okay. We have Uranus, which is rebel, reform, unpredictable, and eccentric. Okay. What is Pile Force future with this person? Pile Force future with this person. What's the future of this person? We have very interesting astrological aspects here. Okay. Whoops. Future of Pile Force. Connection with the person they're asking about. Okay, way too many cards falling out. I will try again later. Maybe it's not ready to reveal yet. Okay. So the Emperor, Two of Wands, and the Descendant, they're kind of thinking about what to feel. Okay, what does the future look like now? Either with or without you in it. I don't know your current situation, that depends on that. But yeah, like what does the future look like for them and you people's relationship? There are some things that have not been confronted by them, looks like, and they don't really know. It kind of popped up while you guys were together or in communication, right? They're really thinking about what to do about that practically, rather than just, oh, I feel this and I'm sad and this and that. They're like, okay, so there were problems and I need to know how to fix that, okay? So that's the dominant mindset that is going on here. And then with the Eight of Cups, Pentacles, and Chiron, it's like they are fixing some of the problems that they have had, which has been recurring in you people's relationship and also in previous ones if they had any. Okay, so they're kind of working on that and leaving behind the things that are not working. So it is a very practical oriented thing going on over here. They want to take action, they're doing something, and it's like when you guys were together or in communication, you kind of pointed out that, okay, you do this, you do that. So there is this little bit of, okay, so these are some problems that need to be solved. Okay, a pragmatic approach, but at the same time it's like, okay, so I was not good enough. That kind of thing. And they know that they're not perfect, so they're kind of working on solving the things that can be solved. And yeah, it's they don't seem to hold any grudges here at all. They're taking this very constructively, so that's very nice. And with the Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, even though things have ended in some way, a phase of your life, a way of thinking, or phase of your life, I mean your relationship, and also if you guys have broken up, even so they are still having really loving feelings towards you. They do love you in their mind, they think about you and they think of what could have been, and it's very dreamy, daydreamy sort of thing, especially with Pisces over here. Very romantic. Knight of Cups, romantic. Pisces, romantic. Okay, So they are very dreamy, they are very idealistic in that sense that romance is supposed to be like this, and if they are male, then like I want to be a gentleman, and things like that. Like, what is the traditional way of behaving apart from the traditional structures, okay? And they're also thinking over here about how your presence has shaken their structure, okay? What they used to think about the world and what they are seeing now. So the things that were in the shadows, the things that were separate from them, are kind of coming to the light, and they're having to re-evaluate the world that they see. And yeah, they're not complaining about that at all. They take it in stride and they work accordingly. With the Justice and the Fool, with Uranus, it's they want to start over. Okay, they're thinking of starting over, but first they have to get rid of the guilt. Okay, they can't be feeling guilty, and they know that they can't act out of guilt. And yeah, I'm also getting there's this equality that needs to be created, a balance that needs to be maintained between both of you, and taking this new step again is going to be kind of shooting in the dark, because the Fool doesn't really know what's going to happen, but has the courage enough to kind of jump and have put the faith in the universe, right? So the outcome is unpredictable. So even if they go through all of this and they get rid of the guilt and they want to start over and you guys start over, the outcome is still unpredictable, and that is a fact, right? It is still, you never know, right? So that is something that is there in their head. So I'm feeling like they're very pragmatic, but they feel very lovingly towards you, okay? But this pragmatic thing as well can create some doubts because we have insecurities again. So they might be fixing more than what needs to be fixed, okay? That is a tendency to kind of keep going, that sort of thing. Okay, well, what's next? Okay, what's next? That kind of thing. And Eight of Pentacles also talks about a little bit of a perfectionistic attitude. So must be perfect, nothing more, nothing less, that kind of thing. Because anything beyond that balance point just makes it imperfect. If they were rigid, again, rigid during the relationship or the communication, I don't know your status, so that if they were rigid, then they are thinking about what it is to not be rigid, and they're letting go of this need of perfectionism, okay? They're coming into a more like, okay, how to be soft, how to be there, how to be available and be present in their lives and just give what needs to be given and kind of get over this painful thing that has ended between you guys, okay? So there is this changing alchemy thing that is being actively done as well as being created by their experience with you in order to reach this justice or balance point and give it another go, give it another start, okay? Obviously we have the reform here, so there are changes, big changes that are going on clearly with like 3 major arcanas among like 8 cards. So this is going to be a different experience if you choose to get back together with them or get together with them. It will be different than what you had previously with them, okay? But in a very nice way. They're taking the complaints in stride, and they are working on it, and they want to improve, not just for themselves but also you. It feels like that. Yeah, they really care about your opinion, it looks like. But it's not like, okay, I will give away my power, but it's just you be deserving for me and I be deserving for you. Both of us are completely perfect for each other, that kind of thing. There's an equilibrium, there is a perfect balance in your external thing. The things that you cannot do, they can do. The things they can't do, you can do. Things like that, okay? So yeah, the dynamic in general is changing, and they're working on it. And all the while, the motivation is you. Okay? So let's see about your future. It is very much up to you, because it varies from person to person how you react to this Ten of Swords situation, right? So if the breakup was like ugly and you just can't be bothered, then hey, go ahead, it's your life, okay? But yeah, I'm just letting you know that they are changing. They are taking that they have a maturity. Yeah, basically that, okay? They are mature people. They're not acting out of ego. It's just that they didn't know of a lot of things. They were acting out of ignorance. But now that they know, they want to fix it. They want to become a better person and start over. Hey, that summed up really nicely. I'm very proud of that, okay? Let's see about your possible futures with them. Possible future for pile 4. This person, please. What is the possible future? What could happen? Okay. We have Othila, which is goddess, home, property, legacy, moon, and permanence. So yes, a permanent change in the way that they express their emotions. Okay, again, moon and goddess, again, yeah, that goes with the emotion thing. Expressing their thoughts, building a home, that's a possibility. Yeah, okay. Wait, anything else? Is there any other possibility? Either way, it's a definite change from the previous dynamic you had with them. Connect. This can lead to something more solid for both of you. It won't be so like, okay, I'm ready to run. We have Evas, which is equality, duality, change, love, and partnerships. Like I said, there is a change in the love. Definitely looking for equality, and both of you standing in your own powers. And by standing in your own powers and knowing your own powers, you kind of become like the yin and the yang, okay? You can't say yin is the yang, but both of them are necessary for each other, right? So that's the equality and the duality of things. Equal powers and dual natures, right? Okay. Let's do your initials. These can be your initials, their initials, important places, dates, things like that. We have D. Whoops. Sticks to my finger. We have U. Again, it can stand for Y-O-U. U. Okay, then we have G, J, and N. Okay. Then some quotes from their minds, okay? They're thinking it's you. And am I good enough? Well, yeah, that's the mood I was trying to capture, right? That's the mood that I was getting here. Like, they're working on themselves, but it can easily go beyond what is necessary, okay? Some unconscious things to be worked on. They are working on that. That's basically the shadow, the really deep insecurities and things like that. They're working on, even though we don't have the moon here, the rest of the cards are very much in that area. Even Pisces, very deep, very subconscious, can delve very, very deeply and think very abstract. It might seem very out of this world for normal people, but it's very like, normal people, people who think about like tangible things, more like the things that we can see, things that can be proved, things like that. But Pisces doesn't care about the proof. It's just, yeah, I'm free to dream, that kind. I'm gonna flow and things like that. So yeah, I thought of that because I saw Jung, Y-U-N-J, J-U-N-J, sorry. Yeah, and Carl Jung is very into like the deep psyche of like subconscious and unconscious minds and things like that. Quite a bit of a leader, so that's what it reminded me of. And we also have the Descendant, which is all about shadow and opposites, projections that you like put on other people based on your understanding of things. And we have Chiron, obviously, so that's like deep insecurities and things like that, right? So yeah, those are some of his for her thoughts. And okay, we have, oh, I forgot about keywords. Keywords, we have ground. So grounding is necessary, reaching a stable point, not acting rashly, sticking to whatever is necessary. We have light. So keep the light in mind. There's a lot of love and light. You don't need to, no, keep it. When you're looking in the shadow, take the light with you, right? You can't just be like, yeah, I'll see what works and let's just go. No, you need to have a purpose of delving into the shadow. What is it you're looking for? Because otherwise it becomes really overwhelming, right? So if you keep just digging and digging, you will find innumerable things that you can make perfect, but that's not the point, right? You just need to be able to accept all these shadow aspects. So that's kind of the thing. They have very nice intentions. They really do. They are being optimistic, but they're trying to be more stable in that thought. We have mother, again, like with the goddess moon mother, it's very like emotions. They're trying to nurture themselves rather than be stuck in the structures that they have created for themselves. They are learning that it's okay to go with the flow and create changes, opportunities, new ways of learning whenever it is necessary. You don't have to seek it and things like that. It's a learning experience for them, in short. Okay, we have Coco. Okay, they find you very, like, they liked spending time with you. They still do. They think about the comfortable times, the cozy times that you guys would have had, either via text or just the feeling that you gave them, or even if you had a relationship, because with the Ten of Swords, then they remember the nice times. They really do. Okay, and we have destiny. So they definitely think you guys are destined to be together, and that's why they just don't want to just up and leave just because it is, on a break, over, whatever. Hope is never over until you can, if you can do something about it, do it. Don't just sit there and cry and give up. That kind of thing going on here. Okay. So we have some oracle cards here, and this will give you some guidance about your connection, some advice, and also about the way that they're thinking. I choose to learn through love. What? Yeah, like I said, like learn as and when the time comes and when the opportunity is presented itself. You don't have to just keep digging, but learn it as it comes. Learn as it goes. Okay. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Yeah. That's with the Fool here. So if you want to be, giving up the reins, the structures, and the way that that things function, and you give up on that and you just keep faith that, I have done enough and I am enough. I am good enough. You shouldn't need to ask this, right? When you learn that you don't need to ask this and you just lean into the faith of things and just be peaceful in yourself as you are, then the universe really supports you. That's the Fool over here. Okay? A new start becomes possible to be successful, to give you a successful outcome as well, right? And what's interesting, both these cards have a lot of pink in them. Pink is about a very pure vibration of the heart chakra. And seriously, I sense a lot of purity in their intentions, in their thoughts. It was just unfortunate that whatever happened, okay? They did not mean to push anyone over the edge, and I think you know that. But yeah, even if you think there is no hope, there is, but they have to go through their own process, and yeah, when the time comes, they will approach you, because Knight of Cups, very much like, it signifies a proposal of some sort, like let's get back together, let's move on to the next steps and things like that. Okay, So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, pile 4. I hope this reading resonated with you and that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to click on the like button if you did. Comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a video. It's weekly. So I do alternate love readings and non-love topics. Okay, whatever just comes to me at that time. If you want, you can get a free reading from me. You can reach me on Instagram for that. My handle is Ethernal_Realms. You can find it in the description box as well. You can check out my other readings if you're interested. And until then, I will see you. Bye.